this is RxHelp, advice for a person on the other side of the pharmacy counter. Today I'm going to be talking about protecting your skin from the sun during the summer. Since it is the summertime, the weather is nice, school is out, people are bound to be spending more time outside doing wonderful fun things like going to amusement parks, going for walks in the park, and of course going to the beach or laying by the poolside. So there are some things that I wanted to just share with you, some quick pointers when picking out a sunscreen, what you'd be looking for. So the first things first, it is important to pick a broad spectrum sunscreen because ones that are not broad spectrum do not protect against the rays of the sun which cause skin cancer. They just help to prevent sunburn. So it is important if you're thinking about your long-term health and protecting skin cancer that you get a broad spectrum sunblock or sunscreen. In order to be considered broad spectrum, it has to protect against both the UVA and UVB rays. UVA are the ones that actually cause cancer, whereas UVB cause the sunburn. And in order to be broad spectrum, it also has to provide an SPF of at least 15. Now, the SPF basically, that represents how much protection you're getting from the sun, but it doesn't necessarily mean that an SPF of 15 is 15 times more sun protection than no sunscreen at all. SPF of 15 will block up to 93% of the UVA rays, and as you increase, the percentage of blocking protection from the sun, it increases with it. New regulations say that sunblock shouldn't be listed any higher than 50 because after 50 you're not really getting that much more sun protection. You're getting pretty much close to 100% of your sun rays, of the rays of the sun being blocked out when you use an SPF of 50. So if a company is toting that the SPF is higher than 50, they're supposed to write 50+. It hasn't really gone into effect yet, but just realize that anything over 50 is really not going to provide that much more protection. But if you're like me, you will want to get something with a very high SPF, whether it be 50 or if you really want to, you can get higher. I tend to burn very easily, so I always get around 50 because then I know I'm getting as much protection as I absolutely can. If you are getting anything under 15, it's not going to protect against skin cancer. So it's important to get at least an SPF of 15, and you want to make sure it's broad spectrum. You can also try looking for a water-resistant sunblock. There's no such thing as a waterproof. Some of it will always come off, so it's now labeled as water resistant. It also has to say how much time it will give you as far as water resistant protection. You will find either 40 or 80 minutes listed right on the front of the tube. If it's not listed that it's water resistant, then you need to realize that if you're going to be spending time in the water. You also want to make sure that you are applying your sunblock regardless of what you pick about 15 minutes at least before going out in the sun, and then reapply every 2 hours if you're just out in the sun. But if you're in the water, you want to make sure you apply it as dictated by the listing on the front of the tube, either 40 or 80 minutes depending on what it says. It's important to do this on a regular basis, otherwise you're not going to be protected from the sun. You're going to get sunburned most likely, and you're going to be exposed to the harmful cancerous rays of the sun. Then the one thing I also wanted to point out that most people don't think about is it's also important to protect your lips as well as your ears, the soles of your feet, palms of your hands. Those are areas of skin that people don't particularly think of when they are applying sunblock. They figure they only need it, here, your tops of your legs, your belly, if you're wearing a two-piece, or if you're a guy. People don't think of the delicate areas of your skin, like your ears. You want to make sure you also apply as close to your eye as you absolutely can, because all of that skin is also going to be susceptible to the harmful rays of the sun and sunburn. You want to make sure when you get a lip balm, you want to make sure it also has at least an SPF of 15 so that it protects your lips as well, because they will burn, and burned lips really, really hurt. So that is it for this video about how to protect yourself from the sun during the summer. I hope everybody is having a good time and is enjoying the summer weather wherever you may be. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Leave me a comment down below or drop me a message. Alright, I hope you guys are having a great summer. Bye! I'll talk to you next time.